I'm here with Corey Helfman of Ken's Man Shop. We're here at Preston Royal, Dallas, Texas. Ken, we're in an interesting part of the shopping center here, and I just want for the customer to be able to get here easily. What would you, if someone called you on the phone, how would you describe exactly where you are in the shopping center?
We're in the heart of Preston Royal. We're right in between four major intersections, right across the street from Central Market. And by the way, you did call me Ken again, but I appreciate that because Ken was my father, who is still with us and still comes in a couple times a week to play with us.
Well, that's fantastic. I made an error, obviously, and
it's a great one.
And it's a good one.
It's a good one. I'm honored by that.
All right, Corey, I know who you are, so it's not that I don't know that you're not Ken, but I'm glad that we're talking about Ken because the name of the shop is Ken's Man Shop.
Yes, sir.
Even though you're running it.
And this year, this coming next year, we'll be celebrating 50 years in business.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Give us a little bit of the history.
Well, let's go on over here. Let's go over here to this side. This is our Hall of Fame, and my father started the business back in 1964 in Garland, Texas at Ridgewood Shopping Center. This was the original store, 16 by 60. We were there from 64 to 68, and then in 1968 we built a 5,000 square foot freestanding store where right behind it was the movie theater in Garland. Everyone wanted to go to the movie theater back then. We were there for 29 years. And then we moved over here in 1993, and we've been here for 20 years.
And have you always been in the men's business, or were you in the ladies' business at one time?
We have 100% been in the men's clothing business throughout. We did have a store for about 7 years called Master Ken's, which it was our boys' shop. But when we moved over to this shop, we scaled down and we decided to go men only.
Corey, I can't get over how well the store is decorated. It just, when you walk in here, you just feel so good about life, the ambiance. Tell us about the store from your point of view, the merchandise concept, the way you kind of like to do things here.
Well, thank you for saying that about our store. We're very passionate about what we do here. This is our home, and when you walk in, we want you to feel at home with us. So the first thing we're going to ask you, besides welcoming you, we're going to ask you what you would like to drink. Then we're going to go into an area of your choosing. We have clothing from Paul Zolleri, Adrian Jules, Copley, Jack Victor. We have sport coats from Alessandro Cantarelli, LBM, Empire, and all the other suit manufacturers have their coats and casual jackets in here as well. Plus we have outerwear from Remy and Robert Comstock. We've had private labels in here for over 20 to 30 years with the same company, working in a garnered relationship that it's seamless. And excuse the pun, it is seamless in the fact that it goes from manufacturer to retailer to the client. So if you have any problems or situations, we can go right back to them and they work with us. That's the beautiful thing about specialty stores.
Well, the one thing that I noticed is when I walked in, you had my size down to almost the inch. I couldn't believe it. You looked at me and you were able to define me, and you took me over to show me a particular piece of merchandise that you thought would fit with me. And is that the way you handle most people?
We know your sizes when you walk in. That's our specialty. That's the side of our business. Don't take me to dinner because we will go around the tables and we'll point out different sized gentlemen. But yes, that's how we size you up. And then it makes it easy for you to put something on.
And obviously you help the customer in trying to blend what the customer wants with what actually the customer needs.
Yes, sir.
And the way that you've merchandised, tell us about how you determine what someone should be wearing.
Well, we listen to the customer's needs and wants, and we give them exactly that, and then some. Most of the customers are returning customers or clientele that we've been dealing with for not only years, but maybe decades or generations. So we know your closets. We remember them photographically, whether in our brains or on the iPads these days. And we're able to suggest how to move forward in your closet so it doesn't become stagnated.
Do you have customers that actually call in and say, look, I need 5 shirts, I need a suit of clothes, a couple of ties, would you get something ready for me?
That happens daily, but we're now doing text messages and emails on top of it. And for the clientele that move out of state, we're still helping them as well.
And what about coming into someone's home and visiting the closet? Do you actually work with somebody at that level?
When this interview's over, I'm pulling together some merchandise right over there on the table, and I'm taking it to their house. And when he gets home tonight, he will be able to just go in, try on what he wants, and I'll pick it up the next day.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure visiting with you today, and as I said, I love the store. I can't wait to come back, and I hope everyone will take a chance to come in and see you and see what goes on here, because they will be customers.
Thank you very much, but we are here for the long stay. This is our 50th year coming up, and we want to celebrate 50 more.
Well, congratulations and all the best.